The myth of Hymen. The concept of virginity is a social construct that has been used to control women's sexuality for centuries. The idea that a woman's worth is tied to her virginity is a harmful myth that has no basis in science or medicine. The hymen, which is often associated with virginity, is a thin membrane that surrounds the vaginal opening. Contrary to popular belief, the hymen can be stretched or torn in many ways other than sexual intercourse, such as through physical activity or the use of tampons. The notion of virginity is also problematic because it reinforces the idea that sex is something that should be saved for marriage. This can lead to feelings of guilt and shame for those who engage in sexual activity outside of marriage. It is impossible to medically tell if a woman is a virgin because there is no physical evidence or change that occurs in her body after having sex. The most common myth is that the hymen, a thin membrane that partially covers the vaginal opening, is a sign of virginity, and that it breaks or bleeds during the first sexual intercourse. However, this is not true for several reasons. The hymen is not a seal that completely blocks the vagina. It has a hole or an opening that allows menstrual blood and other fluids to pass through. The size and shape of the hymen vary from person to person and can change over time due to hormonal changes, physical activity, masturbation, tampon use, etc. The hymen does not necessarily break or bleed during sex. Some people may experience pain or bleeding due to friction, lack of lubrication, or injury, but this is not related to virginity. Some people may not feel anything at all. The hymen can also stretch or tear during non-sexual activities such as sports, riding a bike, or inserting a finger. The hymen cannot be examined to determine virginity. There is no way to tell by looking at the hymen if someone has had sex or not. The appearance of the hymen can vary widely and does not indicate sexual history. Some people may have a hymen that covers more of the vaginal opening, while others may have a hymen that is barely visible. Some people may have a hymen that is torn or stretched due to various reasons, while others may have a hymen that remains intact despite having sex. Therefore, virginity is not a medical or biological concept, but a social and cultural one. It is based on personal beliefs and values, not on scientific facts. Virginity means different things to different people, and there is no one right way to define it. The only person who can decide if you are a virgin or not is yourself. It is important to recognize that virginity is a social construct and not a medical or scientific concept. There is no way to tell from someone's body if they have or haven't had sex before. Instead of focusing on virginity, we should focus on promoting healthy sexual relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. By acknowledging the harm that has been done by the concept of virginity and working to change cultural norms and behaviors associated with it, we can create a more equitable and just society for everyone. By Lena Kravitz, Knowledge is Power.